Hello and welcome to our Management 110 presentation. This afternoon we're going to be talking about the case study of Patterson and Wilkins. And you'll hear from our fellow team members, which myself, Madeline, Amber, Neg, and Daniel. Good afternoon, senior partners of Patterson and Wilkins. Thank you for inviting us to present our proposal solutions to address the critical challenges currently facing your firm. Today our team will explore the root causes of the escalating problems between challenges stemming from work-life balance, employee morale, leadership, and the firm's cultural divides. We have applied management theories on leadership, power dynamics, and organizational culture to develop a comprehensive intervention plan.
Following on from what Maddie said, today I'll be talking about the impacts on customers, which include the managing partner is focusing heavily on production rather than on people, and reduced client satisfaction due to the firm's internal issues. The managing partner focusing heavily on production rather than people is when the managing partner prioritizes production over their people, and the customers can be significantly impacted. Customer service is impacted as there are reduced service levels. If employees are overworked or disengaged due to the production focus, customer service will suffer. This then leads to slower response times and less effective problems resolution and a general decline in customer support quality. Reduced client satisfaction then leads to clients experiencing frustration due to the firm's internal issues. If clients perceive that their legal team is not working effectively or is divided, their satisfaction with the firm's services may decrease. As well as if a negative reputation is portrayed, it can lead to negative reviews and word-of-mouth referrals. In the legal field, reputation is crucial, and negative feedback can damage the firm's public image and deter potential clients from seeking services. However, the impacts on the organization include operational efficiency, which leads to disruption making. The internal conflict and leadership power struggle are likely to disrupt the firm's operations, affecting overall productivity and efficiency, which relates to the case study on page 4. And decision making. The ongoing power struggle may hinder effective decision making, further complicating efforts to address cultural and operational issues relating to case study page 5. Another impact is organizational culture. The toxic environment then leads to the internal conflict, and resistance to change have contributed to a toxic work environment which could undermine.
Furthermore, the impact on employees, so the work environment and job satisfaction. So in the current environment, the pre-reform, the stress and burnout is impacting employees. The firm's demand for long hours and a lack of work-life balance contribute to physical and mental exhaustion, as the firm's demanding culture constructs high expectations, leading to high stress and burnout among employees. Along with that, job satisfaction, the perception of high-pressure work environment where personal well-being is sacrificed for profit can lead to decreased job satisfaction. As revealed by the annual employee survey, the firm's demanding culture caused shockingly low morale, a poor work culture, and complaints about a lack of work-life balance. Also, fear and intimidation is due to the culture of the authoritarian leadership, so employees have created a sense of fear. This diverges the essential key factor of open communication needed in the workplace, as employees are discouraged from voicing their concerns or suggestions for improvement. Continuing on, the employee retention and attraction is also impacting employees. So in the current environment and pre-reform, there is a high turnover. So this is caused due to the demanding work environment of the law firm, and the lack of support may increase turnover rates as employees seek better opportunities elsewhere. As a result, the loss of expertise and talent can cause an issue in the law firm. Continuing on the impacts on stakeholders, so 1, the firm's clients. Short-term impacts include the internal conflicts and disruptions at Patterson and Wilkins may create inconsistency in service quality and cause legal proceedings to be significantly delayed. This could result in slower response times and missed deadlines or reduce attention to the client's cases. Long-term impacts, so the prolonged internal conflicts and resistance to adaptation might undermine the client's trust in the firm's competence in providing objective and high-quality legal services. Those clients who view the firm as unstable or backward might change to their other companies, which would lead to a long-term loss of business and a decline in reputation. Continuing on the firm's reputation, the internal struggle and resistance to change may lead to more harm in the firm's public image than has already been caused by the recent harassment case or poor employee survey results. So the short-term impacts could include internal conflict exposure. The open power to struggle and resistance to change can harm the firm's public image and cause the impression of dysfunction and one that resists modernization. Employee morale issues are also caused, so the reputation of the firm as a serious employer with consequences for low morale and toxic work culture affects the talent attraction and retention capabilities.
Some proposals to resolve the issues at Patterson and Wilkins are implement a phased cultural transformation plan, create a diversity and inclusion task force, establish a work-life balance initiative, and mediate a leadership dialogue. Patterson and Wilkins should implement a phased cultural transformation plan with a small incremental changes. This gradual approach will help ease the transition, allowing the firm to maintain its identity and profitability. Key steps include a start with small changes, introduce new policies gradually to avoid overwhelming the firm. Regular feedback. Conduct regular feedback sessions to monitor progress and adjust strategies. Pilot programs. Test new policies with pilot programs to gauge effectiveness before full implementation. Patterson and Wilkins should create a diversity and inclusion task force led by both senior and junior partners, including Sarah Handel. This task force will implement inclusive policies, focus on anti-harassment training and diversity hiring initiatives, build consensus, involve all levels of the firm to ensure changes benefit the entire organization. Patterson and Wilkins should launch a work-life balance initiative, including flexible hours, allow for more adaptable work schedules, mental health support, provide mental health resources, billable hours cap, implement a reasonable limit on billable hours. This initiative aims to boost employee morale and long-term productivity while ensuring the firm's sustainability and competitiveness. To resolve the power struggle, an external mediator should facilitate dialogue between Amanda Weston, Michael Johnston, and Sarah Handel. The mediator will align their goals with the firm's long-term interests, helping the leadership team find common ground and create a unified strategy. These proposals provide a balanced approach to addressing the firm's internal conflicts while ensuring its continued success and adaptability in a changing legal environment.
Furthermore, I will be talking about how to reduce the impact of conflict at Patterson and Wilkins in these further slides. Meditation. To reduce the impact of conflict at Patterson and Wilkins, stress reduction, meditation will help to manage stress and emotional responses, which will reduce burnout and improve the overall job satisfaction. Meditation helps to enhance focus. It improves concentration and decision making, which leads to more balanced and objective conflict resolution. Meditation also promotes unity. Group meditation creates a sense of unity and enhances empathy with which encourages a more collaborative work environment. Communication is used to reduce the impact of conflict at Patterson and Wilkins. For instance, transparency, establishing regular forums and feedback mechanisms to address issues before they have the chance to escalate. Conflict resolution skills. The firm could provide training in conflict management, active listening, and meditation techniques to help employees resolve conflict and reduce the impact of conflict. Building trust within the workforce. Conduct regular check-ins with staff and conduct team-building activities to strengthen relationships and prevent conflict within the workplace. Incremental reforms. For instance, gradual changes. The firm could implement small manageable reforms to ease the transition and prevent overwhelming the existing structure. Build consensus. Involve various stakeholders in the reform process and use a phased approach to gather support and address concerns. Target specific issues. Focus on work-life balance and implementing a human resources management approach. The firm could implement a short-term rewards to create momentum. Reduce resistance. Communicate about the reforms, goals, and benefits, and provide mechanisms for employees to voice their concerns. Enhance culture. Integrate new practices gradually into the existing culture and provide leadership training to support these reforms. We also suggest to monitor and adjust, regularly evaluate the impact of reforms, and make necessary adjustments to celebrate success. Work-life balance initiatives. Reduce burnout. Work-life balance initiatives ease employee stress and improve work outcomes for both employees and their performance and mental state in the workplace. Secondly, foster a positive culture. The firm needs to enhance employee morale and reduce internal conflict. Support inclusivity. Attract diverse talent and support underrepresented groups within the firm. This will make everyone feel included. Align goals. Help bridge the gap between tradition and leadership and modern leadership styles. Improve communication. This will build trust within the firm. Employees will feel like they can foster an open dialogue, which allows employees to share feedback and raise concerns when needed. Address conflict. Effective conflict resolution and feedback mechanisms are established. Diversity and Inclusion Task Force. We suggest promoting inclusivity, implement inclusive practices, address harassment, and create a respectful workplace. We also suggest to build bridges, facilitate dialogue, and provide meditation to resolve disputes and understand different perspectives. Implementing reforms. Review and update policies, monitor progress, and ensure accountability by diversity and inclusion goals. Enhance morale. Establish support networks, recognize contributions, and boost engagement. Driving cultural change. Secure leadership support within the firm, celebrate successes, and shift the firm towards a cultural inclusivity. By fostering a more inclusivity environment, the task force can align with reform efforts, which will improve workplace culture and the overall internal conflict. Strategic communication. Firstly, clarifying vision, providing consistent updates and messaging about the firm's goals and reforms to ensure alignment amongst stakeholders. Address misconceptions and reduce misunderstandings through transparent communication. Facilitating dialogue. Offer regular updates and create feedback channels to keep employees informed and address their concerns. This reduces anxiety and speculation about changes. Thirdly, building trust. Involve senior leaders in communication efforts to enhance credibility and trust. highlights success and positive outcomes to reinforce the value of reforms and motivate support. Managing conflict. Use communication strategies to mediate and resolve conflicts effectively. Provide training to help employees engage in constructive dialogue and navigate disputes. Emphasize common goals and shared interests to foster unity and collaboration among different customers. Messages to address the employees' specifically concerns of the various groups within the firm. To conclude our proposal, the issues at Patterson and Wilkinson's present both a challenging and an opportunity for growth. By adapting our solutions such as implementing a phased cultural transformation plan, creating a diverse task force, establishing a work-life balance initiative, and mediating a leadership dialogue, by adapting and adding a human resource management approach to the firm, there will be a balance with the firm's tradition and necessary reforms, while still ensuring it remains competitive while addressing internal conflicts. A structured conflict resolution process is essential to resolve power struggles and unify the leadership team. Ultimately, these challenges will enable Patterson and Wilkinson's to navigate this crisis, preserve its legacy, and position itself for long-term success and evolving legal landscape. On behalf of the management group, we thank you for your time and hope our proposal will address concerns.